Hi everybody, it's Tim here from Moody Essentials, and I'm in the workshop today. Today I'm going to be cutting some wine bottles from Moco Joe Winery up on the Naramata bench. They've provided me bottles from their tasting room that we're going to cut, grind, polish, and make into candles. They then sell them in their tasting room. Moco Joe Winery, great little winery, like I say, up on the Naramata bench. In Naramata, Diane and Con O, the owners, and great wines as well. Anyway, let's get started with this. I've got one of the bottles here wrapped, so I protect the label, because you know the label's everything, obviously, right? And I'll make sure I get the right size that I want, which is right there at 5 1/4 inches. Perfect. And notice when I have my bottle in here, I actually use just a little block. It's just a 1x2, and that helps support the neck of the bottle when I'm actually putting this through the machine. It's very effective for me and works really, really well. Today I'm using a rigid saw, a wet saw, with a special glass cutting blade on it. And this special glass cutting blade is just really a thin blade and gives a fairly smooth cut, if you will, to the glass. You know, glass is hard to cut at the best of times, and the smoother the cut you can make now at this stage, then it's much easier during the grinding stage to take out all the little chips that may occur. So, all good. Now, before we start, it goes without saying, everybody knows you need to wear safety equipment. I've got my blue jeans on, I've got my long sleeve shirt on, there's always little bits of glass and shirt. I'm going to put my safety goggles on, of course, my ear protection, and my gloves. We're going to get this thing started and show you exactly how I do it. Now, I go quite slow through the cutting process, like I said before, just to try and make that cleanest cut as possible. I also, during that process, I actually rotate the bottle. I cut halfway, then I take the bottle, I rotate it like this, and then I cut from the other side. What I have found is if I cut all the way through the bottle, I get a lot of chipping on the back side of the bottle. So rotating it seems to work very well for me. Okay, let's try this on and get started. It's gonna be very noisy, but here we go. So that's the finished product. Let me just, and that's the finished product right there on that bottle. And not a bad cut, fairly decent. You can see there's a little bit of chipping there, but that'll be taken out with the grinding. And actually I'm very happy with that, so that worked good. Like you say, when you're doing this, you have to go slow through the process. If you go too fast, you're just going to get a lot more chips. Okay, so I'm going to finish off the rest of these bottles here from Moco Joe. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to go on to a lap machine and I'm going to show you how we grind them. I'm going to see you in a minute.